So the Dreadwake mount. Nice little ship. Get it for 180-day subscription. Cracking idea, but poorly implemented, I think. So what this is seems quite clear. It's round about the time you'd expect subs to drop a little bit. And I have no doubt at all that this ship was commissioned. You know, they got their art team to design it specifically for such a time. And I don't know whether it's because subs have started to drop, so they said, right, roll out the Dreadwake, or just they'd always planned it to be round about this time because they know the subs drop at round about this time from the people who aren't intending to subscribe every month. And it's one of these things intended to get there. Now, it's sort of a good idea in many ways. The idea that you get a mount if you're going to subscribe for a certain length of time could be appealing to certain people. But what gets me is, first of all, we have things in game which are quite clearly there to encourage people to play more often and there stay subscribed. Artifact power, I think, is top of this list. And, you know, although it was a hassle for some and maybe not for us in Legion, I think, I don't want to say universally, but it's a bit annoying now, especially with the way the Azerite traits have been implemented. But when it comes to cosmetic rewards, I'm a big believer that cosmetic rewards can be a real driver, particularly for the large number of casual players who would otherwise dip in and out of the game. You can lock mounts and pets, unique ones, not recolors, ones like this that look really cool. You can lock them behind achievements that already exist in the game. You don't even have to add extra content. These could be, we're discussing on the stream tonight, in fact, these could be changes to your spell. So rather than just having glyphs that change, even something as simple as the colour of the spell, it could be unlocked behind an achievement. That would keep people playing, would be more appealing to a casual player. But things like this. So, on the face of it, you're going to get this for subscribing for 6 months. Except you're not. So if I don't click on the button that says, oh, pay the 180 days worth now, I don't get the mount. I'm going to have subscribed for the next 6 months. And in fact, I subscribe on a rolling 3-month thing, and it actually went out this month. So this would be like saying, well, I've already paid for the next 3 months, so I'm going to pay an amount now, which is going to cover for the next 9 months effectively. Before I have to pay again. Well, that's okay. I don't pay anything in the long term. It means a larger amount now. I'll probably still do it. It's a cool amount. But what if some people would look at it and go, well, the cost for 6 months, it's a bit high for a mount. But what about the cost for 3 months? All they would need to do is to commission a really cool mount for a year. Could it really cost that much? For a year. And rather than say, right, pay for 3 months up front, just simply say, if you subscribe for the next 3 months, on whatever basis, whether it's a month at a time, whether it's with WoW tokens, whatever it is, if you subscribe, so you subscribe for the month of September, October, November, whatever, for 3 months, you get this mount. And then when that period of time's gone, the next 3 months, it could be, okay, well, this is now the mount you're going to get if you are subscribed for the next 3 months. Then what you can end up with a situation is some people may consider the price of 3 months worth of subscription and go, well, actually, I'd be prepared to pay that, not just for a WoW subscription, but WoW subscription plus a mount, I think that's worth it. And surely that would bring in enough to pay for the thing. And actually, they might then start to see that cosmetic rewards can actually be a real good way to bring in these casual players. Because my worry is that Blizzard have put various things in the game that just seem to be served to get us to play much more of the game and therefore feel we should stay subscribed. But it seems to hit hardest the people who would stay subscribed anyway, because they're the more regular players, if not the more serious players. But it also seems to be things that aren't that appealing for the very casual players. I've gone casual now. I don't give a crap about artifact power. Any of these things that they've put in to encourage us to play more turns me off. I'm only playing a couple of times a week. I'm going to stay subscribed. I'm very much invested in the game. I'm enjoying the game. I'm enjoying the casual content in BFA. But I'm also enjoying picking and choosing what I want to do. Now, were I not so invested in the game, I could easily be minded to go, well, you know, I'll just unsubscribe and come back with 8.1. Nothing in the game at the moment would encourage me to do otherwise. But you know what? Cool looking mount like that. Well, I mean, 3 month subs, less than 30 quid. You get to dip in and out of the game. Plus you get a nice mount like that. That's not bad. That is not bad going. Particularly when you compare it to the price of WoW mounts on the online store, which granted are a bit more expensive than some other games. It just baffles me that they just don't see this. Someone's come up with this idea. If they believe that it's the sort of thing that can encourage some people to stay in, how much more would it encourage if they just did it every 3 months instead of because a 6 month block's a lot of money, just every 3 months, and however you want to do it. So what about the people who don't want to pay for half a year up front, but they're happy to pay for 3 months up front, or they're happy to pay on a month by month basis, or they want to do it with WoW tokens, because that's still, in fact, that's bringing in double dollar, because everyone buys a WoW token, someone has bought that for real money and paid twice what a monthly subscription would cost. So why does it have to be this specific subscription package? And why does it have to be for 6 months, which is a much longer period of time, which is surely not going to attract as many people as for 3 months, and yet for the amount of extra money they could generate, if they believe this is going to convert some people who would ordinarily unsubscribe to stay subscribed, if it's going to convert any people for doing that, how much more so for 3 months? So anyway, there you go. That's what I think about it. I think it's a great mount, but just like a lot of things in BFA, for some reason, something that in theory could be great isn't. It's just a good idea in a way, but why don't you go further with it? So let me know what you think in the comments below. Have you got the mount? Are you someone who does unsubscribe now and then? And would something like this, has it persuaded you to pay the 6 months? If not, what would you think to the prospect of, do you know what, if on whatever basis you subscribe for 3 months in a row, you get a mount, and there's 4 of them produced each year. If you stay subscribed for the whole year, you will end up with all 4, and they're not recolors. They're great looking mounts in their own right. What would you think about that? So thanks very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share for further content. Until next time, I'll see you later.